Hey, so I just wanted to talk a little bit today about C-sections and recovery and everything else that goes with that. So sometimes people don't have the birth that they planned, and they end up having an emergency C-section. So this can be, quite a distressing experience, just because it wasn't what you expected and it's major surgery. But you just really need to look after yourself if that's what's happened to you, basically, and make sure that you are getting some acupuncture treatments, that you're eating well, and that you've got lots of people around you to care for you, so that when your partner goes back to work, that you've still got people who can pop in and look after you, because you might find it a bit harder to sort of recover initially. So that's sort of an emergency C-section scenario. But if you're having a planned C-section for whatever reason, maybe you're IVF and over 40, maybe you've got diabetes, maybe there could be any number of reasons, breech babies, twin babies, any of those things. It's just to sort of reassure you really that a planned section is it can be very gentle, and you can still ask for things that you want. So I would say that if you do end up in a C-section scenario, you can still really ask for delayed cord clamping, which is so important at the beginning of baby's life, and you can still ask for skin to skin, and you can still ask to be given the baby immediately afterwards. So it's worth discussing all of that. If you're having a planned section, you really have got time to discuss all of that with your consultant before you go in. If it's an emergency C-section, then you won't have as much time, but just talk to your birth partner before you go into labour, before your due date, and just tell them that that's your preferences. Basically, that's what you want, that you want delayed cord clamping, you want a sort of gentle as possible section. So a planned section is not as traumatic to you. It's no shock to the baby. They just come out very gently, but you can kind of negotiate about having lights turned down low, so you could still have music played in the room and things like that. So the most important thing to remember is that birth is, you can't get it wrong. There is a big emphasis placed upon natural birth, but actually, every birth is different, and it's just one small step on your journey together for the rest of your lives. And if you end up in an emergency section scenario, some people I've spoken to, do feel quite disappointed, but just let yourself off the hook, because it's not a competition. If you needed that section, it's really great that you could have it, actually. So you can spend a lot of time bonding with baby afterwards, and it's just the first step in your journey through life together.